this must be alien to you. You've come from OPS's residence where there were a large number of people, celebrations right through the day. But look at this, it's tomb-like. There's no doubt that they've heard the news break on India Today.
There's no doubt, and the few supporters that were there, Shiv, we just saw them leaving. That I think is a strong message enough about what really people here in the Sashikala camp have comprehended from the message. I don't know if you managed to see the shots earlier, but O Paneerselvam, on the other hand, at his residence, a huge crowd has gathered at his home. They're garlanding him. He's speaking about how this is a victory for them. So this news seems to be trickling in, and Sashikala definitely seems to be at the backhand at this point. Her supporters also seem to have realized it to a large extent.
They have apparently realized it to a large extent, Rahul. What I can tell you, from having, been staking it out here pretty much all day, Rahul, as a reporter, there were three occasions on which, we were allowed to rush into the road almost up till Vedanilayam earlier, where there were rumors that there might be a soundbite or some kind of a statement by Sasikala. All three times it was a false alarm. So we don't know whether, she had some information that she wanted to speak about and then was told it was better not to speak. That's only in the realm of speculation. But Sasikala, since Thursday evening, when we were here live, when she came back after meeting the governor, who's apparently having all these adverse thoughts that amount to a setback for her, she hasn't stepped out from Vedanilayam. Rahul, she's still inside the house, and you can tell from the surroundings here, I think they reflect very much what our news break really represents for her.
It's indicated very clearly that at this time, he doesn't seem to believe that there's any reason for Sasikala to be sworn in before the Supreme Court verdict comes out. So before the Supreme Court verdict comes out, there will be no swearing in for Sasikala. Things will stay just the way they are. He says there is no political vacuum and that Sasikala cannot be sworn in before the Supreme Court judgment comes out. On this big breaking story, I want to go across now first and foremost to Shiv Arur. Shiv, this note put together by the governor, interesting, and I want to clarify and explain to our viewers, this is not a note, this is not a report that's been sent to the Ministry of Home Affairs. This is a note that explains what the governor has been going through, what's in his mind and what he's telling everybody. And how it's playing out also, Shiv, is very significant. You've got huge celebration at the residence of O Paneerselvam and people walking out rather dejected from the house of Sasikala.
The imagery does tell a tale, doesn't it, Rahul? In fact, the new Presidium Chairman of the AIADMK, Mr. Sengotian, we saw him just being driven in. It's pretty late at night. He's driving in right now. These adverse news reports obviously not going down very well with the Sasikala camp at this time. We don't know whether we're going to get an official word from the Sasikala camp about these news reports that have emerged. The governor's office has said that there is no report as such. We are reporting, and we're being very careful to say here on India Today that this is a note revealing what's in the Governor Vidyasagar Rao's mind. Remember, for the last 4 or 5 days, nothing has really been known specifically and explicitly about what the governor really thinks and which way he's going to swing, what his decision is going to be, and the fate of the person who lives down the road there at Vedanilayam depends very much on how the governor is going to take all that legal advice and which way it's going to happen. We're expecting more visitors to arrive. It's pretty late at night, so it's unusual, but Sengotian is the new Presidium Chairman after Mr. Madhusudanan was sacked from the AIADMK as the Presidium Chairman after he jumped over to the O Paneerselvam camp. But we're hoping, we've sent word and we're hoping that we'll try and get any kind of a reaction by a representative or anyone speaking for Sasikala, because since last evening, Rahul, which is shortly after she met with Governor Vidyasagar Rao, Ms. Sasikala has been inside Vedanilayam. She hasn't come out, she hasn't met with supporters. Last evening, there was a large crowd of reporters who'd gone in there because, word had spread that there was likely to be some kind of a statement. It happened 3 times today as well. I've been here at Poise Garden all day, but there's been no statement. Interestingly, the Sasikala camp hadn't really announced that there would be a statement, hadn't really said there would be any kind of statement or press conference. Nevertheless, word had spread that something was, going to happen. There was this huge buzz, and the media collected right there. The police also allowed, the media to walk right up to the Vedanilayam area. So that created a huge amount of excitement, with people, sort of interpreting that as maybe possibly some good news, which is why she wanted to make a a statement. But that didn't happen, which fueled even more rumors about
to play out those images from Paneer Selvam's residence, where the body language, remember,
yes,
the word went out at the same time. When India Today broke this story, the word went out at the same time. At Paneer Selvam's residence, there was jubilation. He came out to receive his supporters. He was being congratulated. He was being garlanded. They were thrilled and delighted. You can see the claps. You can see the excitement. That's that big garland being put on Paneer Selvam just when the story came out. And at that same time, Rajesh Sundaram, total silence at Sasikala's residence. So they realized that things haven't gone in their favor, that there is going to be no invitation over the next few days for Sasikala, at least till the time the Supreme Court verdict comes out.
Yes, also I think the leaders who are going and visiting her right now would plan a next strategy. I think she's been planning to go to Delhi with the MLAs and meet the president. I think that is something that will be next on the agenda for her. We were hearing from our sources that this is something that was a plan B that she had decided on. And I think a decision on this would be taken this evening, and she would go perhaps to Delhi over the next day or so and meet the president and put her case in front of him.
But do you think, Rajesh, that things could change now that word goes out that the governor is not inclined towards calling Sasikala in for a swearing in? Do you think things could change over the next few days and hours?
Well, I think there will be a legal challenge that would be put out there, and she would appeal to the president, hoping that things would change. But clearly, I think it's very clear from this note that the governor has made up his mind on not allowing her to be the chief minister, or swearing her in till the DA case, which is expected on the 6th, comes through. But I think they would be planning a strategy tonight on how to to challenge this decision that the governor has taken, whether legally or taking it to the president for a higher appeal.
Now, Shiv, what do you think can be the next course of action for Sasikala? What do you believe that Sasikala could be planning next, now that the governor has pretty much suggested that Sasikala can't be sworn in? What really are her options? How do you see things change?
You know, Rahul, we've heard such a large number of possible plan Bs today, you know, some of them in the realm of the fantastic, to the possibly practical. But I think the general agreement, and I've spoken to many, local reporters as well, who are, deeply embedded in Tamil politics, especially AIADMK's internal functioning, and they suggest that this is a peculiar and unprecedented situation for everybody. It's not just for the governor on whom a decision is incumbent, but even for Sasikala and her camp. Because right now, the situation is it's pretty clear that everyone has to probably wait for that Supreme Court verdict, and that is the only event, in the foreseeable future that will provide some kind of a guidance or direction towards a decision of any consequence. Having said that, one of the things that we've been hearing is about changes in the legislature party. Remember that the arithmetic about proving strength all depends on those MLAs who we should also say. All right, we've got a leader here. We're going to put it in.
ஆளுநர் கேட்கணும் மறுபடியும் வச்சா ஒரு கிளியரா எங்களுக்கு நிதத்தை இருக்காரு இன்னைக்கு இருக்க பொசிஷன் சொல்லிட்டாரு.
அடுத்த கட்டமாக நடவடிக்கை எப்பொழுது ஏதாவது சொல்லப்பட்டிருக்கிறதா சார்?
எல்லாமே நல்லது நடக்கும்.
All right, so as you can see, leaders leaving Rahul here from here at Boyce Garden are saying that there is nothing wrong, everything is going absolutely well. We don't know whether that's a brave face or whether that is, trying to dismiss what's going on right now. But the general sense is that people are leaving now from Vedanilayam, but they're not willing to accept anything at all.
எல்லாருமே இங்கே இருக்காங்க. இப்போ கான்ஸ்டியூஷன் பிரகாரம் என்னன்னா, இப்போ ரெண்டு பேரையும் கூப்பிட்டு யாருக்கு ஆதரவு இருக்குது, சின்னமாக்க ஆதரவு இருக்குது, 131 எம்எல்ஏ ஆதரவு இருக்காங்க. அப்போ வந்து கான்ஸ்டியூஷன் பிரகாரம் வந்து 131 எம்எல்ஏ இருக்க சின்னம்மா வந்து அழைச்சி அவங்கள வந்து CM ஆகணும்.
Okay, we've understood. What this man is saying, Rahul, he's one of the supporters of Chennai. He's just come outside from inside Vedanalayam. He was outside right now. He says that everything is well. It is all going to come down to the constitution, and that the governor needs to take a decision based on protocol. Now, the information that we've been reporting here on India Today says that the governor's thought process at this point of time takes a lot of other things into account. What this man here is saying is that the governor has all the information he requires to take a decision. It's going to be about the arithmetic. It's about constitutional protocol. So emotions will definitely be running high, Rahul. That's something we're going to expect in a story that's already so emotionally charged, where the stakes are so high. In Tamil Nadu, politics are always played with very, very high stakes. A great deal of drama as well. The leader you saw just leaving suggested that all is absolutely well as far as the Sasikala camp is concerned. But I suspect the truth is somewhere in the middle. They know that this information is out there, and it will paint a certain kind of picture of what may be going on in the governor's mind. Even though he's denied sending out a report, we're waiting to see if we can get more concrete information. One more. Okay, one last.
Sir, அரசியல் நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், சட்டத்தில் வந்து இப்போ வந்து கேஸ் இருங்க, சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்ல வந்து கேஸ் நடந்துட்டு இருக்குது. கேஸ் நடக்கும்போது வந்து இவங்க முதல் பதவி எடுக்க கூடாதுன்னு சட்டத்தில் இடம் இருக்கா? நான் கேட்கிற கேள்வி சார், இப்படி திரும்ப முதல்வர் பதவி கேஸ் நடந்துட்டு இருக்குது. சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்ல ஒரு வார்த்தை தீர்ப்பு அளிப்பான்றாங்க. அந்த ஒரு வார்த்தை தீர்ப்பு அளிக்கிற வரைக்கும் இவங்க வந்து பதவி ஏற்க கூடாதுன்னு சட்டத்தில் இடம் இருக்கா?
I'll tell you what he's saying, Rahul. He's basically saying that the case and a governor's decision can't have anything to do with each other. Understood. What he's saying is that the case and protocol can't have anything to do with each other. A decision can be taken later depending on whether a verdict happens or not, against Sasikala. But he's basically saying that the governor has to do his job. The governor has to do his job is what supporters of Sasikala are actually saying. There are more supporters over there as well. If I could, try and get some voices from them as well. Can we, Akshita, if I could ask you to just bring some of those people here to tell us what they're saying.
Majority members, majority MLA.
Yeah, we're going to try and get you more voices, Rahul. These are some of the people who've just come out from inside Vedanalayam.
I speak English.
Yes, Panir is acting like.
I told me only my CM, my Amma, a devotee, Chinnamma.
You're coming from inside right now?
Inside my house, madam's house. Hello.
I want only one
please, please. Only CM, purely Chinnamma in ADMK Assembly member.
What do you think the governor should do right now, sir? The governor
only BJP defend.
Are you saying that the BJP is putting pressure on the government?
Yes.
See, this is something, Rahul, that many supporters of Sasikala have been saying for a while, that the governor has not been willing to make a decision because of some kind of political pressure.
I am asking one question, sir, to you.
I hope that I hope that our General Secretary will become CM soon.
Okay, but why do you think it has not happened so far? What do you think the governor should do?
It's open.
I'll tell you why. Right now we are reporting on India Today that there is a thought process in the governor's office that he is concerned about certain things, about the MLAs, about the DA case, etc.
I'll tell you the answer. No doubt about that. BJP is playing very big.
Sir, no DA case in Supreme Court today adjourned in 17th.
Okay.
DA case, no problem.
Okay.
No problem. DA case.
Let me get more voices. Rahul, I want to try and get you as many voices because it's not easy to get people at this time of night.
The thing is, there is no relation between the DA case and Chinnamma taking over SCM because that is a judicial concern and this is the.
But the governor thinks so. But the governor thinks there is
no necessity at all.
I'll tell you.
She has the numbers and
let
she
me
has all
let
the
me
rights.
sir. Let me explain to you what the governor's thought process is as per our report. The governor's thought process is under his discretionary powers, he can wait a while until that verdict comes before taking a decision. Do you think that's unfair?
But I don't think that is unfair. But the thing is, like, why should we pull such a long time and give place for some unprecedented things to happen here in Tamil Nadu?
So basically, the supporters believe that the governor is not doing his job. Rahul, back to you.